Coming from a humble background, Edwin Maingi began his search for employment and earning opportunities after completing secondary education. Having never pursued a college education, chances of him getting a good job was nearly impossible. Armed with only 300 shillings, he delved into the path of self-employment by buying a set of items including pesticides known best as dawa ya mende. With this, he went about hawking in Nairobi and its suburbs.
Sometimes we go to Thika to sell there. Sometimes I couldn't go to my home side, Machakos, because I don't want people to see I hawk. So sometimes we're in Gong, sometimes we're in Where. So clubs used to work for us. I start the work at around 5 p.m. I finish the work at around 8 p.m., around 12 or 2 a.m. depending on the products I have.
Competition stiffened on the streets, and with the numbers of school leavers directly engaging in similar businesses or employed as sales agents, Maingi used the skills he acquired while selling the pesticides and ventured into other pest control jobs like spraying houses and even hotels.
2,000 per one bedroom to 5,000 per if it's a one bedroom. If it's a single room, give me at least 1,500 because then I'm just going to pub, put the chemicals, spray, and I'm done. So it upgraded my work because now I had to learn, okay, so what can I do to start my business?
The business earned him a better pay and established his own office.
I went, finished the registration, and now the idea of fumigation services came on board.
And just like any other business, Maingi says high taxation as well as a huge registration fee has been a hindrance to the progress of his business.
Insurance cover for my people. Oh my goodness. The amount I was asked for, I was like, okay, I don't even have up to 1 million myself to be able, because the place I just opened, I just made like close to 200, 300K, something like so. So that is the one I took, just a small office of around 30, 40 or something, 1,000, and then the rest is distributed to my people for networking and all. So most of the capital that I had was invested there. So now here comes a company tells me, you have to get insurance for your people, right? You've bought them helmets, you've bought them all the protective measures, and then you're like, okay, if it's that, then let's go ahead. But then the amount got my head scratched. Then KRA comes here.
With this, he was forced to close down his business.
I cannot afford. They're earning like, because if you get, in a week, everyone is earning like 2,000, 3,000. Most of the guys are paid, and what we save for the company was not so much. So I just had to close down.
Now left with their limited resources and no education, he had to go back to where it all started, on the streets. But this time as a supplier of water purifiers from pharmaceutical and health products developer BF Summa. Maingi, however, says many youth could have started their own businesses, but the government has not made it easy for them.
The city council paperwork sometimes costs too much. No, I'm not. This one I'm going to talk as a youth and as an entrepreneur. When you're starting, probably you have like, opening an office is not easy in town when you're dealing with city councils. Very, very, very expensive. They come and harass you sometimes, or you've kept your things and they're like, is this, and that. So that frustration, most young people cannot contain.
Nevertheless, his main source of earning continues to be selling merchandise to various shops around the city, hoping that the government will soon rethink its ways of promoting small, medium-sized enterprises, as many companies risk imminent closure because they cannot keep up with the changing government policies. With the rising cases of unemployment and layoffs across the country, most people have shifted to the informal sector while blaming the government's stringent policies in ease of doing business. Linda Koskei, K24, My Hustle.